I'd like next to bring up to the mic Teresa Marsano. She's heading up the San Luis Obispo Walk for Life, Central Coast, and tell us all about it, Teresa.
Thank you. Well, all of us for being here because you know it's Sunday and this is our family day, but we're here. And we're here because we care, you know, and we care deeply. And I just want to, you know, thank Dick for keeping us all together. You know, whenever I need a phone number or an outreach, it's like, okay, call Dick. So thank you so much for keeping us all together. About 15 years ago, I met a gentleman, I had the privilege of meeting a gentleman named Judge Bill Clark, who recently passed away. And I've been working with him and Father Frank Pavone very quietly. And a couple of years ago, about 2.5 years ago, Judge said, Teresa, I can't do it anymore. I need to give you my shovel. And I need you to go out there and I need you to keep moving the troops forward. I need you to stay in that foxhole, stay in those trenches and keep everybody moving forward. So I made him a promise that I would. So this quiet girl that used to be in the background became a little bit more in the front. And so I'm still getting a little used to speaking to you. But let me just share with you that my life is now blessed because of the work that I do. When I got out of the bystander syndrome, I was busy. But I was not on the sidewalk, and I was not out talking to people. I was doing legal work, and I was doing investigative work, and I was making a difference. But when I started meeting people that are down there on the sidewalk every day for 20 years, 30 years, 39 years, I was blown away. And one day, I just didn't have the right words, but Roxanne could not come, so they needed someone at San Luis Obispo sidewalk, so I went, okay. I had just been through, she had done the action seminar, and I had gone. And anyway, I spoke to this woman who spoke Spanish, and my Spanish is about as good as Jose's English. But anyway, just speaking from my heart, La Corazon and the Bebe was enough to get little Petit, was her name, on the phone with someone who did speak Spanish and to turn her. And so I got hooked. I was hooked. So I'm going to talk to you today about that just for a second. Please, no more bystanders. No more casualness. We need to be out there. We need to be the feet of Christ. We need to be his hands. We need to be his heart. We need to be his words. We can't do that sitting at home. We need to be praying, yes, but we need to be there. If there aren't people out there, then they don't think we don't care. If the numbers aren't there, you've seen what's happened in Washington. 500,000 people were there this year. San Francisco, there was over 100,000. Now you won't see that in the media. But we had our counters there. There was over 100,000. So San Luis Obispo started this 5 years ago. This will be our 5th year. And the first year we had a pretty good turnout. There was about 600. And then the next year there was 400. And the next year there was 200. So last year we tried it at night. And it was very small. It was beautiful. But Bishop said, we're going the wrong way. What can we do? So I said, well, you can give me some money. So I can bring in a speaker. And so I was working all year on the speaker, and nothing came together. Judge Clark passed away on Saturday. On Monday morning, there was an email on my inbox that Sean Carney was accepting our invitation to come and be our speaker. So judges, I told Bishop, at Judge's service, I said, we can start his cause for sainthood. Anyway, Sean Carney's here. He's coming here to speak and spend time with us. It's that important to 40 days. So we are having, so the weekend looks like this. On Friday night is directors and key core members of your group. Please let us know. You'll be receiving through 40 Days for Life and from Cheryl Colmer an official invitation, and it will say how many key members you would like to bring with your group. It is a roundtable brainstorming idea with Mr. Carney himself on Friday evening in San Luis Obispo. Includes dinner. And he just wants to meet each and every one of you that are out there. Then, in Saturday morning, we will begin with our bishop at the mission. We will have Mass. We will begin with Rosary for our Blessed Mother's intention for an end to the culture of death and the triumph of the culture of life. Then we have our pro-life rally, and Students for Life will be here. Casey Tesaro is our Western Regional Director. She was thrilled to come down. I want to also extend an invitation, as we've done with Alexis and her school group, that if you have a youth group or a school group and you'd like her to come, she's going to be here the whole week to come to groups so that she can come and meet the youth here, any students, and be able to outreach in a small group or in a school. Our school's having a huge assembly for her so that she can touch as many hearts as she can. Excellent dialoguer. She converts souls for life, one conversation at a time, and can't we all learn that? Then so the rally will begin with Casey, and then Sean is a keynote speaker. He's going to be speaking to us for about 40 minutes. He's going to be talking to us about the history and what we can be doing, okay? And then we have some pretty good music, and then we have a dedication to our just dear friend, Judge. And the walk, I just measured it again this morning. It's 16 blocks. It's just about a mile and a titch. So it's not very long. And I want you to all invite your friends that maybe are non-walkers. We have two things going on while we're on the walk. One is adoration with the Blessed Sacrament in the chapel at Mission College Prep. And then in the Royal Cafe, we will have praise and worship and some pastors leading an hour of prayer in there. So if you're unable to walk, we still want you at the event. Does that make sense? We need to be gathering as a pro-life community anywhere that is drivable. We're busing people in from Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz, because we need to be together as a community. If we're not together in this, then we're not going to get it done. And so with that, then we'll come back, and the Knights of Columbus have gotten together and are going to be having a barbecue for us. So that as a walk normally ends and you're all ready to go, what do we do now? We're going to have life ministries. So if you have a ministry that you'd like to have a table there, you're welcome to. You just need to let me know. Sal's going to be there, a couple other people. And then just a time to spend together in community and meeting other people. Okay? So it's a big event. And we hope that everybody comes, because we're putting on this party for us. Okay? We want to show that life is good, that there's a reason to be on our team. You know, the end of times is here. The goats and the sheep are being separated. It's called choice and life. Okay? So don't take this lightly. If you're not out here working life, then it could be assumed that maybe you don't care enough, and I know that's not true. So with that, I just want to thank you and remind you, this work blesses me, and I know it will bless you. Okay? Any questions? I'll be here. Yeah, okay.
What time does it start?
Okay, so I'm sorry, thank you. I have some pamphlets, also flyers. We did make some for Catholic churches that include the Mass on them, and then for our Protestant friends that may not be, want to come to Mass but go to worship instead, there's flyers back here to take home to your church, okay? The rally starts at 10:30. So our rosary is at 8:30 and Mass at 9 in the mission. And then we are offering, the local women are having a little continental breakfast for those who need to break fast before the day. Okay? So food.
What's the date?
September 28th. And if you're like me, I get really forgetful. So I had 2,000 of these bracelets made up. We gave them away at the fair. And they have Life is Good. It also has the website on there and the date. And so if you have young people that would like to take one, or if you have young people you'd like to bring them to, if you like me, like to wear them yourself, it's just a great reminder, and people talk all the time, you know, what is that? So it's a good conversation piece. Any other questions? Great, will I see you all there? Okay, raise your hand if you're not going to come. Okay, awesome, thank you so much. If you need help with the bus, please let me know. I do have some funds. The bus in Salinas, we're kind of helping them a little bit to make sure everybody gets here. So thank you for the time.
For those one or two in the audience that might know who Sean Carney is, he's one of the two gentlemen that started the 40 Days for Life, which is now an international event. This all started around a wooden table in College Station, Texas, about 8 years ago. And all you got to do is look at the statistics that have come out of this to know that this is truly a work of the Holy Spirit. In just 8 years, here are the stats. 7,536 babies saved. 83 clinic workers quit their job, who no longer take part in an abortion clinic. 33 clinics completely closed. 575,000 participants from 16,000 different churches across the world. In 501 cities, 19 countries, 2,480 total campaigns, all because poor people sat around a wooden table down in College Station, Texas, a few years ago, prayed for an hour, and this is the result. This is the result. These type of stats come out of that type of effort, so you know the Holy Spirit's behind them. And once again, one of the two gentlemen that started all this will be at San Luis Obispo Friday night on the 27th, for a round table discussing with the leaders of the different 40 Days for Life campaigns. And then he'll be the principal speaker again on this rally at the Mission Prep High School gym, starting at 10:30 on Saturday, the 28th. So about 13 days from now. It's coming up fast.